see, that microphone is in the way. Good day. I need to get this out of the way, and hopefully we'll get the sound. Okay. I would like to share with you today a book in its audio form, and I've been totally taken by the book in its written form, and I've had many discussions about it with the author, David. If you go to celebratebusiness.tv, you'll see many times, many discussions I've had with him. And when I got all excited when it came out in the audiobook format, and I just learned about that this week, that Apple was including it in their audiobook library. And I got all excited, but then I saw who the individual was who was going to read David's book, and I saw that it wasn't David. And I said, that's not right. David should be reading, because he has a very captivating voice that takes you in to the message. And here's what the publisher of David's audiobook had to say about the book. Live your life the way you want to. Manage stress better. Would everybody who has any stress in life please raise? Okay. Be more resilient and enjoy meaningful relationships. Exclamation point. And better health, extremely important. Extremely important. Lots of commentary with myself on better health. We all want that. Such life leads to better choices. Who doesn't want better choices? Better jobs, loving romantic partners. Oh, wow. More rewarding careers and decisions that are fully aligned with our aims. It brings to mind David's book before Intentional was a book called The Sniper, and it was very captivating. Highly recommended. What stops us from getting all that is the complexity of our brain and the complicated way in which the external world comes together. The misalignment between the internal states we experience and the external circumstances we encounter often leads to confusion, a lack of clarity. Highlight the word clarity in our thinking and actions that are not consistent with our professed values. If I might step back here, I have said the word clarity or wrote it today. This might be the sixth time, and to the word clarity, I automatically use the word simplicity with clarity. Intentional is a game plan. It certainly is a game plan. It helps us connect the pieces of our mind to the pieces of our life. It shows us how to map what we feel to what has caused these feelings. I don't know. No comment. It helps us understand what affects us and what effects it has on us. It makes it possible for us to determine what we want, why we want it, and what we need to do to get it. Exclamation point. When we know what to do, we know how to behave. When we know how to behave, we know how to act. Let me stop here with that word behave. And when we understand how humans behave, then we become marketers to try to help understand what motivates one to buy. It helps us understand what affects us and what effects it has on us. No, that was the last. When we know how to act, we know how to live. Our actions each day become our lives. Drawn from the latest research from the fields of neuroscience, and I'm going to digress here for a moment. David was the first one to use the word neuroscience my perspective in the conversations uh, with David come from a marketing and sales perspective because that's what I do. So he was the first one to use the word neuroscience where I could have that um, interaction of thoughts and ideas. Behavioral and social psychology and evolutionary anthropology. Intentional shows us how to add meaning to our actions and lead a meaningful, happier, more fulfilling life on our terms. Thank you, publisher, uh, for writing a great description of David's intentional book. And needless to say, well, if you want to Google David, oh, it must be 3 o'clock because that's the sound of the blue jay, that mean old blue jay. In this neighborhood, blue jays chase all the other birds out of the bird feeders. It's horrible. Anyway, uh, Apple is selling the audio version. Amazon, I know you can get the printed version. I don't know if you can buy the audiobook on Amazon. You might only be able to buy it at Apple. I'm not going to try that, so I can't be helpful there. If you Google, I Googled, I Googled David Amerland's intentional audio book, and it got me so that I could get to that page, and so that would get me to the audio version of it. But if you have any problems, we'll get David on the phone or whatever, and we'll get the right link so that you can purchase the book. So thank you for your time today. If I told the Facebook folks, if the YouTube folks have any questions about anything that has been said today or questions that they would like to pose to David, please submit them to me. And I promise you the next conversation I have with David will deal with this card. So we'll see you soon.